My name is Yusuf Hanafi bin Muhammad Nasruddin. Me as a leader of group JJ Assignment want to present you what is effective communication. So effective communication, before that we must know what topic outcomes can we get after we do this assignment. So after discussing this topic, me and my group should be able to understanding the meaning of effective communication. Other than that, we must explain the dimension and attributes or characteristic of effective communication. So the outline of effective communication has two, which is the first outlines is the definition of effective. What is effective communication is. So yang second is we must know the outlines, which is dimension and attributes that contribute to effective communication. What is the definition of effective? So the definition of effective is adequate to accomplish a purpose, which is producing the intent or expected result. Effective communication, as we know, many people want to know what is effective communication is. The answer is the communication effective can involve several elements. Communicating effectively means that your ideas and concepts are being heard and people are acting upon them. It also means you are able to listen, understand and take action on what other people say. So this is the definition of effective communication, and how a department, team or company builds success by understanding what needs to be done and doing it. So I want to give to my friend to present her points at others.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to my Sir Jamsari. Why we choose effective communication is about it has given more impact on us because it is one of the main point where it will affect the workplace and also our study area. Therefore, first of all, I'll talk about listening attentively. Listening attentively to another person reduces the chance of misunderstanding. Basically, mutual understanding leads more effective communication. Attentive listening also allows both conversing parties to effectively communicate their opinion and potentially reach agreements and avoid conflict. When they listen attentively, it will avoid a high chance where if you don't listen to a person, it will be a conflict there. Therefore, when a person is explaining or also a person is presenting something, we as a listener need to focus and listen attentively to them. Why is being attentive important in communication? Attentive listening provides the opportunities to identify both areas of agreements and disagreements between both parties, as well as their flaws. When agreements are recognized, they can easily put disagreements into perspective and diminish their significance, making more positive and effective communication. The second point is about respect others. Respect, when we hear the word about respect others, it is about not only in effective communication, it's about most of our daily life. Respect others, that means when we encourage everyone to have a mutual respect, it will help to reduce workplace stress, conflict and also problem. An increase in workplace respect will help to improve communication between colleagues, increase teamwork, and reduce stress and peace in the workplace. It also increase productivity, knowledge, and also understanding. So when we respect others, therefore, if there is any group work or also any presentation, we won't be thinking about what he will be thinking of us, We'll just be, because they are respecting our point, therefore we won't get scared, we won't get any guiltiness or what. We'll just explain, we'll just present. Okay. Therefore, respect. Empathy leads into the next communication skill aspect. But then if you respect the ideas of opinion of others, they will be more likely to communicate with you, because it will get active listening or simple using the name of the person you are speaking to both effective. Because when we listen to people, they will also listen to us when we are explaining. That will make a very good kind of area of respect. Therefore, the next point is about kindness. Making kindness is a priority in a workplace communication might help alleviate some of the negative while improving the overall culture. Compassion not only improve workplace culture, but it also help the company about a company's bottom line, because kindness is where everyone is looking for it. Therefore, compassion not only improve workplace culture, but it also help to company bottom line. Use this idea to move toward kinder communication in your organization to improve kindness. To improve the kindness, you have to get at the root of the problem. People being held accountable for their work. One simple way to do this is to set weekly progress check to ensure the term of achieving. Think of this as a checks and balance melting. Who is doing what? How are people feeling? What needs to change to make the process more positive and therefore efficient and effective? Therefore, it is very, very important as we need to be kind to everyone.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Khalil bin Abdul Latif. First, communicator attribute to effective in communication is courtesy. As we know, politeness is like being gentle and using kind words in our communication. With this attribute, when we communicate, the listener will be more comfortable and more eager to pay attention and cooperate with us. As we know, in our country we have many toxic people, so we have to communicate with courtesy. Next point, empathy in communication. Empathy in communication is as the ability to understand the feeling or emotion of others. For example, we must share space for others to express their opinion or improve our statement. So something communications will be more lively and the listener will feel happy to us. Last point is sensitive. We need to sensitive to effective in communication. For example, we are responding as answering question and avoiding us ignoring someone. This will make our delivery more effective and prevent someone can be unhappy with us. So our communicate will be more interesting and not boring.
Okay, we move to seventh point. Seventh point is ask and not avoid. This is one of the good traits that we can employ as a communicator, which is ask in a good way rather than in command to other. For example, we need to use words like this or may in our sentences for asking some help from other people. This is one of the ways that we can do to show respect to them. Indeed, this needs to be applied in any situation, no matter how old or young they are, especially foreigners and even with our close friends. Next, we, as a communicator, we actually supposed to be such an honest person. Honesty is always admirable in family, society, friends, and across the rest of the world. A person with honesty is respected by all people. It is because honesty is not just telling about the truth, but it also can make the listener believe and become present true facts. So, it will be the ability to develop in our trust in our life. To sum up, it is not just about being real with yourself, but honesty can sharpen our perception and allow us to observe everything around us clearly. Moreover, I would like to say patience is one of the elements that we need in communication. For example, someone who has patience in the place has both the ability to listen and more attention to improve the message directly to them, speaking in a way they fully understand and connect. These skills are very closely linked. If you have the ability to let the person finish speaking the truth until they are done without interrupting, then you will be able to understand more clearly that's on their mind and what they feel the way they do. When you interrupt, you cause them to change direction, and then respond to what you say rather than finish what it was they were about to say. Overall, with patience, we will understand what they feel and we will be able to respond to them when
My name is Naziramin and I will tell about assertive. Assertive means having the ability to express your needs and feelings clearly and firmly without disrespecting or undermining others. So based on my no assertive, you must be considerate to the other and self-confident when talking to the other and express all your feeling to the other to give them understand better and know about your ideas. So other than assertive, some of the people may be too passive, like mostly to be emotional and dishonest other person and maybe can make the listener be more hateful to you or disrespect to you and it will give you more low confidence. And other than that, they are too aggressive, like inappropriate, honest, like doesn't ever receive other idea and blaming each other to defend your ideas. But we must be assertive, like appropriately honest, self-enhancing, confident, and empathic to emotion of all. Assalamualaikum. Now I will tell about clarify of purpose or goal. So when there is a purpose, you know what step to take. With clarify of purpose, you focus on the goal without wasting time or energy. Clarify of purpose is like focusing a strong source of light on your goal so that you see it clearly. So based on my clarify of purpose, like you have a strong way to achieve your goal, like to achieve your goal. Like you have a step by step a way to achieve your goal, and to achieve your goal to make yourself proud. So the clarify of purpose our goal. We can sharing or experience our thoughts, feeling or knowledge. We can sharing our experience like talk to other people, make them understand our way to achieve our goal more better, and we can express our feeling that has in our heart and mind, the negative feeling that in our mind and heart to the other, and we can focus on getting on our way to achieve. We can sharing our attitude by our in our purpose to and in to achieve our purpose and goal. Like we have a good attitude, like consider each other, heart heart good to each other, and always kind to each other, and help to each other when they are. So we also can forming relationship with the other and share our goals that maybe they can help we to achieve our goal, and our relationship like friend to achieve their goal too. We can selling product good and etc. like to support our goal, to make an income to support our goal, and maybe can afford us along to follow the step by step to achieve our goal and solve. Now I will present about clarify of intent. So intent is what they think or feel, an action or conversation. It is usually the reason or motivation behind the situation. So based on my note, the intent is meaning a reason or motivation behind the specific situation. Just like to share information, data or knowledge to the other, maybe to make them as the guide to survive their life, such as you have been involved in a situation and you survive that situation, and you maybe think it if you tell your story to other, it can make the other feel motivated and can survive in their life to maybe if they had the same situation as you. Other than that, the clarify of the intent is to educate. Maybe we can tell our stories about the stories in the situation to educate to the student nowadays in the middle school or the lower school, to make they more 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 confident to study in school and a get a high score in their exam. And other than that, to propose solution to the others. If the listener had to had if the listener had to face the same situation as you, the the situation, the same situation, they maybe can solve the situation that they facing easily because they had from you solve that. So that's all me.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Munir Ashraf bin Abdul Razak. Today I will talk about complete message. First of all, you need to consider 5W. First, what you need to talk with them. Second, who are you talking with. Next, where and why you want to talk with them, and where you want to talk with them, and how you want to talk with them, using medium or face to face. Secondly, simplification, and you need to share definition of or explain specific technology or jargon. Secondly, I will talk about good verbal language. For example, do not mumble. You need to talk with pronoun word clearly. And secondly, use concise or direct language, and you need to avoid jargon. Lastly, I will talk about good non-verbal language. First of all, you need to use the right voice tone. Don't use a harsh voice tone. Secondly, you need to practice eye contact. If you make eye contact with something else, someone who are you talking may disturb with you. And thirdly, use the right gesture at the right time. It may help you. And you need to use right facial expression, like you need to smile or something else. And more importantly, you need to control speed of your speech, like you need to relax or confident with yourself. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Muhammad Shikram bin Muhammad Fazil. There are other things that can contribute to effective communication, such avoiding environment that can hinder communication. There are 3 main things that you need to focus when communicating with people around, such as noise, temperature, and people around. Firstly, noise. Noise is about disturbance that interfere with the delivery of information to reach the receiver. This is because sounds louder than the voice of the information presenter can cause the information to not reach the receiver, as they can lead into misinformation. As an example, you can take noise that building construction make. It is so loud until you cannot hear what I just say. Am I right? X is temperature. Temperature is also one of the things that can affect communication. If it is too hot, then people communicating may sweat, which come across as being nervous. Also, people may feel a little dehydrated and so not have the energy or moisture in mouth to speak well. Or it is being too cold, words can become stuttered as the jaw shivers. Also, when it is cold, you could see people put their hands in the pocket, but it can come across as really rude. Lastly, people around you. If there are so many people around you, we want to avoid speaking about private matters as much as we could, as this can lead into awkwardness between all people around. As an example, you don't want me to speak about your love life in front of many people, am I right? Huh? The next point is consider the receiver. You need to consider every aspect of the receiver so that they can understand everything that you just present to them. Firstly, you need to consider his or her attitude. You need to speak carefully according to the attitude of the listener to avoid miscommunication. This can avoid fights between two parties. As an example, if the person you're speaking is really rude, you can try to speak calmly to avoid the person to misunderstand you. Next, you need to consider their level of thinking. Okay. Each person have their own way of thinking. Some of them have high IQ, but some of them having hard time to solve a simple maths equation or problems. You need to make sure the information that you try to present is simple, but full of things so it can reach to them so that they can understand what you're just trying to say. Lastly, we need to consider the receiver emotions. We need to think of the appropriate words according to the feelings of the recipient in order to communicate with them. You can take an example. When you are angry, people around you will try to calm you, speak with you while avoiding making you more angrier. Feedback is your audience response, as it enables you to evaluate the effectiveness of your message. If your audience doesn't understand what you mean, you can tell by the response and refine the message accordingly. Feedback is essential in communication so as to know whether the recipient has understood the message in the same term as intended by the sender and whether he agrees to the message or not. Giving your audience a chance to provide feedback is crucial for maintaining an open communication climate. The presenter must create an environment that encourages feedbacks. For example, after explaining the job to the audience, he must ask them whether they have understood it or not. He should ask the question like, "Do you understand? Do you have any doubts?" etc. At the same time, he must allow his audience to express their view also.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to Sir Jamsari. I am Muhammad Ridwan bin Abdul Rahman, and my matrix number is 212160-264. And as the lack of one of our group member has left Unimap, therefore we are lack of group members. So we are just 6. Therefore, I am doing the conclusion. As the conclusion, the things that has been explained by my friends, which is about the things that contribute effective communication, is thoroughly very, very important. Therefore, to conclude it, I'm talking about the one that I've talked before, which is attentive. Where attentive is very, very important, where we have to listen carefully what is the presenter is talking about. Therefore, second is we must be respecting others. Respecting others is also a very, very important thing. And kindness on effective communication skills is very, very important, where we need to have kindness to negotiate whatever important topic that he's talking about. And courtesy, sensitivity. Courtesy is something courtesy. So therefore, courtesy is we need to have courtesy on someone so that we won't feel awkward on them. Another, empathy, sensitivity is also very, very important, where this is very, very good effect that will give effective communication skills, where it will defend us from getting any fight or argument with the presenter and also the listener. So other than that, it is about clarity of intent. Clarity of intent is, we need to have clarity what we are explaining. As a presenter, we need to have a very good clarity that the topic of what we are going to explain. Then complete message and content is whatever we are telling to other person need to be complete, where they will understand what we are talking about. Moreover, one of the most important thing is a good verbal language, where sometimes English is a very good verbal language for some people, and some will think like Bahasa Malaysia is more better for them, where these are the things that they feel, where they will feel where it won't get a fight in it. Other than that, sorry sir, avoid environmental that hinder communication, which is something complicated, where environment, we need to avoid that environment that can that can hinder communication, where in this cold, where if something is aircon room, we can be focused more. Some of them, they can't focus in aircon room, they can focus in a room temperature room. So people have different type of comfortability. And consider the receiver. As a receiver, you need to consider that what is explained by the presenter is very is heard and is understood by us. And also we have to have a very good feedback by the listener, where if a listener can't explain back what was the presenter talked about, that means the presenter was not good. Therefore, because the listener can't even explain, although he or she has hear the presenting properly. So I think that's my conclusion for our topic, which is effective communication skills. Therefore, I as a concluder, going to thank you sir for, and thanks and enjoy, please enjoy our video. So thank you sir.
And it ain't over until we say it's done. You know what it is. Let's go, baby.
You know I came up from nothing. It's the sun out, you know I ain't stressing. I know you already know what it takes, so follow my lead, let's go. We can roll with the punches. Legends, we fight to the dawn. Heroes all along, don't have to do it alone.